And we are live!
Woo! Wow!
Yeah.
Look at that!
Whoa!
Woo! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, live at LASC's open mic night. Tonight it is a different night than any other night because it's Wednesday. Woo! And it's Wacky Wednesday, that's what it is, it's Wacky Wednesday. And why do we say it's wacky? Because it's like this hump day that goes on. And come on in, have a seat. The water's fine. Wow! It's been like an hour. I'm kidding. I can't see anything. There you go. Now I can see. Is this crazy? I miss you.
I miss you too.
I just heard from my ex-boyfriend after 30 years.
No way.
And I thought he was the locksmith, not the Japanese one, because he's gonna borrow money. He's a gambler.
That's what he's now gonna call you.
Please. Oh my God. Don't go out with a gambler. It's the worst thing in the world. And they're such denial. He was like, see, you stood on my left side, and that's not my good side. And I was like, nigga, we ain't got no gas money. We stuck in Atlantic City. We ain't got no gas money. We get to like mid-Jersey, and my cousin lends me $5. She goes, that's all I have. No, you didn't. You had a credit card. They never helped you out back then. It was really rough. When you got lost, you just got lost. There was no GPS. You went to the gas station. The purpose of this open mic is for everybody to have a great time, have wonderful fun. Yes, a lot of fun. Woo! And of course, when we work together or working on an industry set, we're going to light you at 3 for the industry set so you know what it feels like to have 2 minutes. Because he has up to 7, I'll tell you more. And this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it. I heard, yeah, there's the light, that's right. Look again, you can see it. Everybody can see that one, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's giant.
A little bit. It's giant, right? You're not going to believe it. Somebody didn't see it. Somebody didn't see it. They didn't care. It was all good. It was all good. People. Animals are better than people. They really are. And did you sign in?
Oh, kind of.
Okay. Oh, you will. Yeah. Well, thank you. Let's give it up for Samantha Linderman, your comic concierge. Without her, there is no LASC because we have no family. And welcome Jackie to the board. Jackie, and of course your social media expert CCT is here. CC Treza. And it's always fun to have everybody here. Can I have a piece? Okay. Oh, I broke my own blush and I said that and I was upset. Back in Jersey, when you drop something, your friend wants your friend to be a jerk, says, can I have a piece? So now it's your cell phone. When you drop it in Jersey, your friend goes, oh, can I have a piece? It sounds so stupid. And I dropped my own cell phone. I was just so pissed off at myself. I said, can I have a piece? Because I wanted to have a piece. This is a beautiful place to have your podcast, to rent your studio. We've had so many people through here. I'm so proud to say that Paula Poundstone is here. You guys don't even know who she is. I'm just so sad. Because women in comedy, you got to know something. The history of females in comedy is like this. It's just not that tough. You really got to know. Listen to me. But you do. Because the guys have been doing it a long time. And so have women, and nobody realizes it. And there was a Japanese comedian that was on the Johnny Carson show. And I used to hate what she did. You know when they went too far? It's like me coming into a black show saying, Lord have mercy, I know one thing, I want to get some grits. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, why? She doesn't hurt. What was her name? Not Yoshiko. That was my ex-mother-in-law. She hated me. That bitch hated me. Oh, that bitch hated me. She always talked to the dog in Japanese, and the dog would bite me. She would say, oh, look at Taro. And I was like, ah! All right, it's enough of my past. I'm going to bring up this first gentleman because he's a lot of fun. I think he's going to bring some real energy in here, and I really need that. And so I'm going to bring up the one and only Sosa Knight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ladies' night tonight, man. That's crazy. This is crazy, man. I just had to talk about it. I grew up in like a big woman household. Like a lot of women are fans, so like it'd be funny when y'all be having conversations about shit I can't really relate to, but I wish I could relate to because I want to be part of the conversation. Like y'all talk about sucking dick and shit, you know what I mean? Like balls stink and it hurts and things. I'm like, I don't know what none of this means, man, but like my toothbrush feels a little weird sometimes. You know? Any of y'all got family that gone to prison? No, they're always pretty interesting. You know, I got a cousin. He just did like 14 years, and he's like my favorite. He's fucking hilarious because he's not totally like a regular person. Still, he's kind of like, you know what I mean? He's kind of different. And so we was at this, you know, family gathering and shit. And he's, you know, we're both sitting together. You know what I mean? He's like, "What's up, cuzzo?"
Right.
Out the pen, hanging out with you. You know, me without the family and shit. We see this, you know, little white girl walk past, and she's smoking a cigarette. And you know, if you don't know, dudes in prison kind of love cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like cigarettes is a big part of their life. You know what I mean? So he sees a cigarette, he gets put in action. He goes, "Yo, cuzzo, I'm about to go ask for a cigarette." Right? So he stands up, you know, and he kind of stands up and does that. And mind you, we're all at the pool party. Everyone's in bikinis and shit. This nigga got black jeans on, 2 sweatshirts, and a beanie. No, he's not dressed for no pool-related actions. You know what I mean? So he walked, and I don't know if you ever seen this, but he walks past her. Let's say she's the chair, right? He walks past, he's like this. Walks past her, looks at the pool, then turns backs around, faces her, and goes, "Yo, let me get a cigarette." She's like, "Huh?" He's like, "You heard what I said. Let me get a cigarette." So whole party vibe thrown off now. Everyone's kind of fucking, and this is like one of those fucked up situations where it's like, why did you invite this nigga? You know what I mean? Like, don't invite him. You know what I mean? Anyway, he gets his cigarette and lights it in the corner. Smokes the motherfucker, you know what I mean? Gets kicked out the pool. Ruins the party, you know what I mean? And it's funny because no one wants to like kind of try him because he's, you know, scary dude. He's like my size, you know what I mean? With face tattoos. So he's like, "Man, it's not that serious. Just give me a lighter for this cigarette." Like, you can't smoke. He's like, "Don't make me say it again." So man, it was funny. It was funny. Man. I like your shirt, straight out of the rehearsal. Are you an actor?
Yeah.
Oh, you're an actor. That's nice, man. You know, this is a funny thing. So when I was doing one of my first like shoots, we were doing it was my first time doing auditions doing auditions, and I wasn't an actor. I was I was the casting director for my own little short. So you know what I mean. And I don't know if y'all ever I don't know if y'all know how awkward it is when someone comes and does like the worst performance ever in front of you. So, and I'm not gonna put no one on blast or nothing. And I don't know if I should be, but nah, it's fucking hilarious. It's so awkward, cause like, look, right? So someone will come in, right? They'll come in super, and they'll be like, "I'm super excited for the role," and they'll come in full costume and shit. And I'm like, "All right, say this line," you know what I mean? And they'll be like, like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? So afterwards, you know, what you have to do is, you know, what my directing professor told me to do is, you know, stand up, put both hands in your pocket, and go, "Thank you for your time." Then you kind of just stand there and you just wait till they leave. You know what I mean? That's all he said. That's right. That's all you're supposed to do. So I had this one guy show up, and I'm pretty sure the dude's homeless, right? Because this is a no-paying gig acting role, so only people that take that shit are like really desperate people and insane people. You know what I mean? So he's one of those insane people, and you know he does his whole set, and it's fucking garbage. You know what I mean? It's horrible. And I stand up, you know, I put my hands in my pocket, and I go, "Thank you for coming. You know, thank you for your time." And I just stare at him. And he just stares at me, and we just stand. We stand for like 5 minutes. We're just staring at each other and shit. It's fucking, yeah, did not go well.
Wow.
Did not go well, man. Did not go well. Anyway, what'd you guys do today? What'd you guys do today? What'd you do Sunday?
I worked today.
You worked today? Oh man.
A lot.
Oh, I worked today. That's fucking terrible. You gotta be like the other old people in life soon. You gotta start living life on the edge, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's why I'm still here,
Like,
motherfucker.
like, you know what I mean? Like, or
I survived.
like, you ever have like evil thoughts? You ever think about doing some evil shit, like stealing or something? Like I used to think about robbing all the Jewish people in my community, and I don't say that to be mean, like I'm picking on them, but like they're really easy targets. You know what I mean? Like they don't. I know what times they travel with no technology. I got it down. You know what I mean? So. Oh man. Anyway, where I was supposed to go with that joke was I was supposed to say, the easy target. So the easiest target though in all the land though was my grandmother, because she used to walk around with 10,000 in cash and 3 iPhones. She used to just like move around LA, which I had this theory, like ever since she left, there's been way more homeless people in my area, and I think she was like pushing them away, like she was like an enforcer in the area, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cause like, I don't know if like y'all know this, but like homeless people kind of come in waves in LA, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like 4 different tweakers every other month. Like it'd be like one tweaker dude. This one dude, like right now, he like likes to pee. He likes to invisible pee. Like he imaginarily pees in front of Starbucks every day. Like it's the goofiest shit. Like I remember one day I just walked out and he just had his dick out. He was just like, and I was like, what the fuck, right? And I left. 2 hours later, I come back to do another delivery from the Starbucks. He's still standing there going, his dick out and everything. I'm just like, no one wants to do nothing about this. You know what I mean? Which. Like I don't blame nobody. I wouldn't want to. Would you want to deal with the homeless people? Have you dealt with them? They're not fun, dude. They're kind of assholes. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're gonna do about this homeless problem, man. We might have to start like gasoline, or start killing the homeless people.
No.
I mean, if you want to get to it, if you want to be honest, I thought about this. Like, no bullshit, I thought about this, right? If you killed like half the homeless people, think how much better life would be.
Not for the homeless people, though.
Fuck the homeless people, right? We gotta think about, see, like, y'all shaking your heads now, but if all the homeless people died, right? Think about it, all the homeless people dying. You walk outside your street, and first time you don't gotta walk past shit, no pee. Like, have you ever smelled homeless people? This is getting really mean, huh, to the homeless people. I can feel, this is a pro-homeless crowd. This is a pro-homeless crowd. Are you like, man, where do you guys live? Do you guys live near the homeless? How do you like the homeless? You know what? I got a real beef with LA people now. I'm about to rant, alright? I'm fucking tired of these LA people. They always like, well, we gotta support the homeless. I got 2 more minutes. 2 minutes of this terrible set. Look. Anyway, they be like, the fuck, we gotta support the homeless and shit. I'm from Arizona and Vegas. That shit's like just dead illegal out there. You know what I mean? And honestly, man, it's for the better. Look, I got an auntie right now that's homeless, right? She thinks she in the KGB. She got no business having free will on the street. She thinks she in the KGB. She's a black lady from Detroit. She don't even know Russian. That don't make no sense. How are you in the KGB and you don't know Russian? You telling me Putin gives her calls in pure English? He tells me everything ugly. He's like, hello, lady, you must kill the president. Bamba Joya. She's fucking speaking Italian and shit. She don't even know what you're talking about, man. I don't even know, man. Anyway, I'm gonna leave my piece with this. I don't like the homeless people. I got beef with all the homeless people. I'm Sosanite.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at Sosanite. I'll be at Sosanite. Sosanite with a K.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my God! You gotta describe this aunt of yours. You gotta go further than that. You have to have her where she's saying, "I have to take this call," like this crazy stuff. Because just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not following you. I sometimes talk about this. I used to sell spy equipment, and I can't use that equipment. Is that the craziest thing? And I could put equipment in any part of this room, even now. I mean, just amazing. And I was just telling you, Samantha, we can make money doing that. But I want to see what's going on with the comedy of my one and only Miho Fuji. Miho!
Hello. I haven't decided what I'm gonna say today, but I just came here loosely. Hey, I was gonna say something. Yeah. I've been on ketamine. Yeah, ketamine. It's a legally prescribed ketamine. I'm microdosing that shit, right? And it's interesting drug. Like, sometimes I get confused. I never felt like that. Other drugs doesn't do that. Like, it's like my friend sent me long ass text message. And then, later on I read it and I understood, but I was just on ketamine and I didn't understand. I told him he's on coke. He wasn't. I was on ketamine, that's all. Yeah, it's very confusing experience. That makes me think like, probably this is how it feels like being Alzheimer. So, yeah, I can't hate homeless,
Hell yeah.
You can go crazy any day. Yeah, love them. They're human. Yeah, love them. We all go crazy. I go crazy on period day and then you're gonna fucking hate me. But fuck you, Like, fuck you, it's not my fault. I didn't choose to have fucking period. Fuck you. So, did you know Taco Bell? Taco Bell uses the worst quality of beef in the industry. It's like a worst thing, right? Because they use like milk cow. So they kind of use a retired milk cow. So it's nicest option. It's a worst option, but nicest option. It's like closest to vegan, you know what I mean? Taco Bell beef is the closest to vegan. It's nice for cows. It's interesting. It's interesting. I wasn't sure if this is joke or not. There's a lot of things I'm not sure if this is joke or not. I'm gonna sneeze.
God bless you.
Oh shit. I'm having only good sex this year. I decided beginning of the year, like, I'm never gonna have bad sex this year. I'm only gonna have a good sex this year. And I've been having it. Yay.
Yeah.
Woo. I finally likes blowjob more than before. Like oral fixation feeling. That's I need it for a blowjob, to enjoy the blowjob. And they like it so much. They like it so much that if you don't like it, like you're wasting time, you know what I mean? So I learned to like it. Right? I like it better now. Then, did you see that Bumble ads?
Yeah.
On the street? It's on fire on TikTok. It says, vow of celibacy isn't answer, right? So Bumble is blaming women. Why you all not fucking? Go fuck, right? Then we like, men fucking sucks. They literally give me fucking head and how can I fucking fuck them, man? Like, fuck you, right? But, so, the world of women is going for celibacy low-key. Then now, I'm finally liking sucking cock. Feels illegal. Like, feels like I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't love sucking cock at this point. I could before, but now I can't. It's like, I am feeding evil people. You know what I mean? Like, don't feed them. Don't suck that cock. Yeah, I could suck clitoris. That's fine too. But yeah, maybe big clit does the same. That's where I'm gonna end. I didn't know that. So big clit saves my problem. Like big clit is a savior. Yeah, hopefully big clit comes out anytime soon in my life. You know, just law of attraction. If you say it, it's gonna come into my life. Big clit. So, you know, I appreciate. I got it like medium-sized titty. I love my titties. It's all right. It's cute. It's not. I wanted to show my titties. All right. Ketamine. It's just hot. Ketamine. Is it ketamine? Yeah. I'm having ketamine flash.
Ketamine flash.
So, I got big ol' ass. Yeah, I got big ass. And, you know, my ass value was none when I was in Japan, right? I grew up, everyone ignored my ass. Like, it doesn't exist. And I moved to the United States when I was 21, and suddenly, my ass value is like on the top. Insane. But I, you know, God gave me big ass, not big tits. Just because I think I hate men too much in that way. I just love cock. I don't like men. Or big clit. Big clit does. but like, if I had a big old tits, then I can see they looking at my tits. I can't see they're looking at my ass. Whoever I'm talking to see who is looking at my ass most. They know more than I do. I can't see. And if I could see every single man looking at my ass, I'm gonna hate all of them. I already do. So, I think God gave me a big ass. Yay. You know, so big ass is nice. Like if I poop on myself, like, to touch the underwear, it got extra space to keep it. So little poop, I can hold it. You know, I used to could wipe my ass like this, right? Like I peed and I pooped, so I did, you know, only one swipe was needed, right? But my ass grow out, then now I have to like wipe pee first, then poop. I can't do one swipe anymore. Yeah, it's terrible to have big ass, you know. Like my arm is not long enough. Maybe problem my arm. Maybe if my arm was longer, then I didn't have any problem. Cause I fucking wasted time for my ass jokes, but I made a full version of a tampon song. I finally finalized the other half of the song, and then I used the AI and it finished in like 30 seconds. What the fuck? I still picked out whatever. It was just one idea, but alright, I'm just gonna sing, I guess. Yeah, it's based on We Are the Champions by Queen, but I would call it We Need a Tampons.
Yeah! Woo!
I pay for my tampons month after month. I've done my meditation and the communications help, so shut the fuck up. And bad period cramps. I'm about to puke. Ooh. And then breach a tampon stock escape my puss, but cheap and unbreached tampons. I mean, how the fuck makes sense? We need a tampons for free. And we breathe in pain till we get. We need a tampons, everybody. We need a tampons. No matter our pussy, if we don't get free tampons every month, and it still continues because I wrote the second verse. I take my meds and some extra snacks. You brought me cramps and cravings and everything that goes with it. I blame you all. But it's been no better cozy, no easy snooze. I consider challenge every month for womanhood, and I'm gonna lose. And I'm I actually haven't decided this part. We need a tampons for free. And we breathe in pain will we get? We need temples. Everyone again. We need temples. No man is up a pussy if we don't get free tampons. Well, I'm not gonna do that today. That's what it's supposed to be, I guess. Round of applause for that.
Woo! Where can they find you?
I'm famous enough. Just Google.
Just famous.
Yeah, Miho Fuji, like a Miho, M-I-H-O, and then F-U-J, like a Fujifilm or Fuji Apple or whatever. Yeah, I'm having like pre-birthday blues. Like I'm feeling fucking weird, and my birthday's coming up soon. Woo! Gemini baby. All right, thank
June
you.
2nd?
Huh?
Are you June 2nd, June 5th?
June 3rd.
Oh my god, no way, that's my
right between.
sister's birthday.
Really? No way. I've never seen someone 3rd.
It's important.
It's a very important number. Happy early birthday. I miss you.
Thank you.
I miss you.
I miss you.
I really do. Oh my God. It looks like it's a hormonal fever going on. So I'm going to bring up the comedy of somebody else who probably gets cramps when we're around. I'm kidding. Come on, give it up for the men in this room. They're doing it. They're doing it. And let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Aaron McIntyre. We can hear from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. My name is Aaron McIntyre. It's Aaron, not Aaron, and not Aaron. It's not Aaron or Aaron. It's Aaron, right in the middle. Very classy. A-E-R-O-N. It's not A-A-R-O-N. Please don't call me A-A-Ron, because it's supposed to be anonymous. Let's see here. McIntyre, M-A-C-I-N-T-Y-R-E. Kind of like the Mickey Mouse thing. I actually climbed Mount Fuji when I was 8. Yeah. So your mountain that you own. That's fantastic. Yes, and my shirt. I'm actually thinking about coming up with a new idea. I just had this, so don't steal it. Maybe they've already done it, but it's straight out of control. I thought that would be, just have the same design with straight out of control. Anyway, let's see here. Alexa, no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was going to do her bits. So I moved out. So I'm a military brat, Air Force. Anybody else, parents or anybody in the military? No.
Have dated.
Have dated?
Have dated military men.
Oh, okay. You have dated military men. Okay. I didn't date my parents, but they did drag me around the world. And every time I moved to a new place, I would always. I always had a hard time in school. I had a really shitty time, got picked on a lot, as a little kid, and had some issues. And every time I'd leave, I'd be like, oh, yes, I get to be a new person, Move to a new place, become a new person, change all that shit, start to be, tough. I started, thinking about, who walks cool. So I'd start to walk like black dudes, and people would think I just had a fucking limp. Every time I'd move, I'd be like, yes, I get to be a new person. And then I'd fucking move there, and that motherfucker was there every time. Every fucking time. Me. Just couldn't get away from her. Did you catch that? Couldn't get away from her. Just leave you guessing. No, that was just, actually, I just slipped. I don't know why I said her. I do have sexual identity issues, though. I am a lesbian trapped in a man's body. But yeah, I do like women an awful lot. So I moved, the last place I lived was in Colorado, the home of the Broncos, Mile High City, meth labs, all over the fucking place. Little trailers, you saw Breaking Bad, the little trailer that goes around. Yeah, there's lots of those where I come from. Went to take care of my mom a while back during COVID. I had to go out and take care of her. Didn't do a very good job because she died. But look on the bright side. She wanted to go, man. she used to come out in the morning and go, God, just take me out in the back and shoot me. So I grew up in Colorado, and then I moved out to California to be a minority. I wanted to be a minority. I'm a utilitarian. So if you're gonna text me, make it quick. Make it a period at the end. Make it a statement. Don't make it a question that I then have to fucking text you back to answer. Unless it's like yes or no. If it's more than that, pick up a fucking phone, people. Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't stand it. It's like, oh, I went down to the store. What did you do? Well, and then they're having fucking conversations with their thumbs, and my thumbs are too fat, and I can't fucking do it. So that's a message to all the people out there who've been texting me for the last 6 months. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna fucking just pick up a phone. Give me a call. Yep. Oh, so I do have. See, I'm just working on this one, so I don't know how to get there.
You're gonna do it.
So I have a daughter who's 27, and we raised her to be fiercely independent. And she is fiercely independent, and so independent that she moved to New Zealand as soon as she got out of high school to get away from us. Even though we are her best friend, according to her, because that's what she tells all of her friends. And I think I talk to her more now that she's on the other side of the planet than if she lived next door, because we got FaceTime. That's awfully cool. She actually just flew in yesterday, so I'm kind of excited to see her, but that has nothing to do with this. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. But then about 3 years ago, she called me and she said, Dad, is there any chance I have a sister? And I said, it's possible. And she said, yeah, she's got this really plain name, Miller. And I was like, you have a sister. I knew exactly who it was. So it turns out I have a second daughter that I didn't even know about. I just found out about her 3 years ago. She's 43.
Oh, nice.
So, snap, man.
Yeah.
A fucking grown-ass woman as a daughter. Yeah, I feel pretty damn good about that. Met her once. She's very, very nice. My best friend actually raised her and is her father. And I am just the sperm that went to make her. That's pretty much all I contributed. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. We got the easy part, I do have to say, and I do also have to say for all the women out there, fucking Jesus Christ, you are rock stars. I mean, God, you are the only sex who can have children. You are also the only sex who can handle having children. No man would ever want to shit a bowling ball. I swear, right? Am I right? Right? We got it easy, man. It's literally, boop, there we go. I'm done. Now all I got to do is go and get diapers in the middle of the night. Let's see here. I recently just had a really pretty strong bout of premature ejaculation. Actually, it's been my whole life. I'm a premature ejaculator. Okay, I admit it. I want to have premature ejaculation AA so that we can all, sit around and talk about it. The good thing is that the reason that people, I believe anyway, this is for me, the reason that I am a premature ejaculator is because I just get so excited because I just fucking love it so much. The good thing is that because of that, I get hard almost immediately right afterwards. I mean, as soon as it goes down, it goes back. As a matter of fact, I don't think I actually even lost my virginity because I came before I entered. I breathed on my penis as I was standing up and just, shot everything. But she didn't know, so I, of course, had to take it and stick it in there really quick, because the only other person in here who knows, it goes really flat very quickly. Just shrinks pretty immediately. So I had about 30 seconds to get it in there, and then once I got it in there, then I did all the motions. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, and then I faked my first orgasm. So
There you go.
and the thing is right afterwards it was pretty much. It was right back, so I don't think that she had ever experienced that before, where a soft penis became hard inside her. But, okay. Well, that was an attempt. There we go. My name is Aaron McIntyre, AERONMACINTYRE. You can look it up that way. Just Google me, and you'll find that, or comfy lawn chair.
There you go. Aaron's working on trimming that down. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your comedy concierge?
Yeah!
I know I am. We're in the house. This is the house you're in with Samantha Lindemann. Ah, look at you.
Everybody, please clap your hands for Suna Kernquist really quickly, or maybe take your time with it, even if you'd like to. She's the host, she's the director with the most, and I love her. And we all do. I'm Sam, and I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here. It's the end of May. We're approaching early June. Weather's been nice. The weather's been it's been cooler than I thought. Anybody from LA? Dude, one big thumbs up for LA. It is ladies' night. It's so kind of ladies' night, which I love. You're not, I fucking love that song that you do. I was TikTok stalking you. That's a great TikTok stalk. I was all up on your TikTok page, and I was just watching that, and it's so hard for me not to want to sing along and just throw my jack and run away when you sing that song. Just leave civilization to that song. No, but periods are so much fun. I think everybody should have one. I just don't understand why. Those simulators, I think those are funny. I think I want to put that on a man I don't really like and say this is a heating pad, and it's the opposite. Do you guys know what heating pads are? No? You might even know what those are. I don't know. I recently got my wisdom teeth out, so that's probably why I seem honestly so smart. I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot. I lost a lot. I wasn't able to really talk for 24 hours. It probably should have been more. I should have kept my mouth shut, but it was hard. It was really, really difficult not to want to just talk and talk and talk. I'm addicted to complaining. I don't want an AA for that. That would be awful. That was my experience in group therapy already. It was a lot of just kvetching, honestly. Nobody knows what that means. That's okay though. I don't know. Have you guys ever been in group therapy and someone's just talking about their diabetes and you're that's not really I don't remember that being in the DSM-5. You know what I mean? If I wanted to be at a family dinner, I would go have dinner with my family. I don't want to feel that way in group therapy. Every once in a while I like to say that I've been in group therapy because it honestly does scare people. They get really frightened. One time I was talking to somebody and I was something residential, and they're is that a hotel? And I was yeah. I was it's a really nice hotel. Super nice. It's a home, honestly. No. They didn't get it. They're residential isn't everything. I was yeah, oh yeah, we're all residents. I mean residents of the world. I'm a resident comedian. I'm a resident. Yeah, yeah. They didn't understand it, and that's okay. One time I was in group therapy. It's band camp now. One time in group therapy, we were oh, say your name, your favorite color, and this is before I'm a comedian, but I was obviously addicted to attention, and I was my name and this and that, and then I was and my social security number is, and I was just kidding. This girl, brand new to the group, right, happens to be my roommate. Okay. She's social security number? We're not supposed to share that. That's my information. Why did you ask me for my social security number? Give me my phone, I have to go. And I was oh my God. I was there's only one staff member and 6 girls, and you might think 6 girls, but I'm 6 girls not at their best, you know what I mean? It's not a good day. okay? The snails did not come out, and that is not a euphemism. We would watch snails. What are you supposed to do? They were awesome. And pick them up. I dropped a snail and I tried to keep it together. It was a great, 2-hour distraction. And they're like, let's do yoga, and someone's like, I wanna die. Like it was so fun. It was way better than sleepaway camp, honestly. If I had to compare the two. Sometimes when my parents and I, when we're like in the car for like more than 2 hours, my dad's like, oh, I feel like I'm taking you to rehab, and I'm like, what are you? We're just passing like San Diego, dude. Like it's not, you don't have to make it weird. You don't have to make it weird. Like that's how when the family goes on a trip. You know what I mean? I don't know. Those were good days. I mean, I learned one time they showed us this movie called The Happiness Project, right? And you think like, great idea, a bunch of sad girls, let's play them the movie called The Happiness Project. What they failed to mention in the title is that they show people who started out really not happy and then they're happy. But we had to see the sad backstories. And I'm like, it was like actually the worst story I have ever heard, and I've heard every worst story from my mother. Like anything I'm gonna do, my mom's like, oh no, you can't do that. Because one time, and she has a real anecdote, like I was doing like a trust fall with my sister and she was like, no! Like it was like we were on a mountain, like we were like on carpet in my own house. I was like, trust fall, and she was like, trust fall? Why would you do that with the body that I made from me to you? Trust fall, you know that your Bubby did a trust fall with her best friend when she was 14 and she fell and she hit her head and she could have died and you wouldn't be here. Trust fall? Trust me. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not normal. Like that's not normal behavior to be like, don't do a trust fall in the carpet of your own home with your sister. You know that happened to your Bubby when she was 14. First of all, I didn't know that. Bubby and I, we would watch Taxi, what was it? That game show when you're in Taxi Cab Summit. It was so fun.
Confessionals?
No, I wish. No. It was like just a game show, like in the back of a taxi. It's like it was the beginning of, when you're in an Uber now and they have, anybody here Uber? Let's give it up for the Uber drivers, not literally ladies night, okay? Not literally give it up for the Uber drivers. It's not a dating app. Did you guys know that? It really is not. You're not, the 5 stars mean nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're just there. One time I had an Uber driver named Seaman. And swear to God, young dude, just like chilling, like just chilling, Seaman in the front seat, like great, like I was like, what? It was like Seaman is arriving now, and I was like, not near me or not to my house. Seaman is arriving 2 minutes away from home. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What did I order? I thought I was getting an Uber. And, he's like, Seaman's finishing the ride, and we're arriving together at the same time. And I go, listen, I have to ask you, is that your real name? And he's like, I go by Sam. I was like, me too, dude. My full name's Samantha. No, Samantha. Are you my long lost brother? No, my dad says that. He goes, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body, and then my dad is like a little bit overweight. It happens to a lot of Jewish men, honestly. We need to talk about it. There needs to be another word for that, just specifically. But he's like, I want to get a shirt that says, I beat anorexia. I'm like, Dad, calm down. Calm down. He's a lot. I had to, with my wisdom teeth, they had to go in again at the hospital. I had to go back in my mouth. And when I woke up from anesthesia, I was like such a bitch. Like I don't know what they put in it, but it like makes Sam a bitch in an IV. I don't know, but my parents were like, so later in the week, I'm thinking. My mom was there like every day, like sweet. We were there on Mother's Day. Like she's the trooper. Like give it up for moms. Literally, you should. No, that one's literal. No, but I said to them, I was like, can you entertain me for once? I was like, because I work 3 times a week entertaining the people of Westwood, and and my dad's like, you're reminding me of my dad. And that's a beautiful thing to do to a parent. You know what I mean? I mean, thank God both my dad's parents are alive, but if they weren't, at least in that moment, I reminded him of Zadie. But honestly, and I'll end on this. Like, all my Zadie can do now, he used to go upstairs, like dinner would be over, his whole family's there. And like the moment the food was gone, he'd be like, all right, Dolly, I'm heading upstairs. And he would just go upstairs. And obviously then the fun would start, you know, everyone could take a deep breath. But he would just play solitaire on his computer, like double solitaire, like in solitaire, playing solitaire. And now he plays Rummy Cube. Somehow also a multiplayer game. He plays by himself. But if you play with him, like he doesn't have the best hearing anymore. Like he's not the most aware enough. But it's like if you take more than 5 seconds on your turn in Rummy Cube with this old man, he's like, your turn! And I'm like, I don't even think you knew I was here! What do you mean, your turn? And I'm not going to the bathroom with you. Okay, please welcome back your hosts. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna finish up the show and I'm gonna bring up our headliner tonight. You guys missed her, I sure did. Please, Cece Treadle, will you come up here, give us a couple minutes?
Or more. Sunda and Sam, I want to come with you guys to your doctor's appointments. Just to kind of like vibe check where you're going. Because you guys have had a lot of experiences there. And maybe that you could help. You know what I mean? But I get it. I got something done on my foot. Of course I did. Right by LAX, and I kind of think that messed with it. I feel like there shouldn't be doctors right by LAX where there's like planes flying overhead. You know what I mean? Like I can't feel half my foot anymore, or half my foot. Anyway, just foot things. So my dog right now, she's staying with my mom. My mom's in Santa Barbara, but I'm gonna try to get her to come down again because that's always a fun time when she's in the room when I'm doing stand up. Because the stand up's about her, you know. But I'm like having separation anxiety. I've been like texting her like 5 times a day, like, hey, how is she? How is she? Can I get a picture? Is she smiling? Is she happy? Yeah, but I think my dog might have separation anxiety too, or some type of anxiety. So I'm thinking maybe my dog gets on Wellbutrin too, you know what I mean? Or like I give her some of mine, so we're like both taking it. I feel like that can maybe help. So my bank account for the first time ever like went negative, which I've just never experienced before, and that was quite a hoot and holler because I was like, what is that about? And then it's just like you want a snack and you can't get one because it's completely way negative. It's all good now, but that was like a really like Long Island moment, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like there should be a show that's like Long Island versus adulthood. I feel like that will be really, really good. But just in general, like how is we all know this, but like how is the minimum wage like $20.75? Like that's great, that's crazy. What for 1 whole hour of work? Like that's insane. What are you gonna use to get your little treats, you know, to get you through the work week? What are you gonna do? Oh my god. But I'm working with these kids and they're really sweet, but they're also sometimes not. They're also like sometimes menaces, and it's honestly good practice for stand-up, right? Because I say jokes a lot of times and the kids just stare back at you. They don't give you anything. You gotta like right now, guys. You know what? Don't laugh. More laughs for me. Nom nom nom. You know. So we all know I have an issue with white rappers, right? But I think the solution for that is I try to get with Macklemore. I think, you know what I mean? Like he seems like a nice white rapper guy, you know. And I think me and Macklemore should we can hit it off. He seems safe. Oh, so yeah, my mom's with my dog right now, and it's just like funny when like your mom's like with your dog, right, that you take great care of, and she's like, oh, there's actually a mat here. There's actually one mat here. Are you brushing her? I'm like, Mom, I feel like we skipped meals when I was living with you. Like I feel like you never once brushed my hair, so it's okay. The dog has a mat. She's a poodle. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Mom. What you were talking about, Miho, with like. Well, I guess what we've all been talking about tonight, whatever, with like fucking men less, I guess. Well, no, I guess that was just you. But I feel like the world itself would change if women stopped fucking men until certain things happen. You know what I mean? Like that would instantly. But I do think Bumble came out and they like had a whole apology thing. They had a whole apology tour for the signs, which I appreciate it. That was nice. That was like they like donated money too. That's kind of like a cool corporation. Okay, still a corporation. You know what I mean? And then this is my last one, guys. Bye, Suda. And Sam, I also found love in an Uber. I didn't find love, but I find it like multiple dating options in Ubers. It like works better than any dating app ever. It's just you get into an Uber. And finally, grandparents like fart at the worst times. I don't know if you guys have like, noticed this, but like I was having a full on like deep emotional like really emotional with my mom. Like, we're sitting there, we had this whole fight. Finally, we were coming to agreement, and my grandma's in the middle, and she just like had no idea what was happening there, right? We were like fighting and crying, and she was just like staring into nothing. And then she like stood up, and I was like, I love you, Mom. And then she stood up and just farts. And I was like, great, awesome. And that's all for me, guys. You can find me on Instagram at Trilla.
Give it up for Cece Treza one more time, everybody.
At least, did you know it was a fart, or could it have been something else? I think that the audience we were all worried, or no?
For sure.
With the grandparents, it was just a fart.
I don't think so.
Can never trust it. Honestly, I learned that recently from a personal experience that I'm not going to share any more about. Find out online. No, I'm kidding. But we actually have another headliner tonight. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm so excited to see him. You guys always ask me where he is. He can't be here all the time, but please clap it up for Anye! Anye! Get up here, please. Where are your pants? I'm kidding.
You're wild. Let's do it. Trying to coordinate. Sorry, hello. Let's go, people. I was trying to explain what I was doing. I'm trying to coordinate this like group outing. I'm usually never the one to be like behind the wheel of like deciding what we do or like paying for it or anything, you know. But I had to step up, man. We gotta go see this WNBA game, man. We gotta go do that, bro. We gotta go do that, bro. That shit finna be live, bro. WNBA is lit. Have you guys been tapped into women's basketball lately? So much drama. It's amazing. It's like basketball meets Bad Girls Club. Like, it's so fire, bro. Like, there's beef going on that I recently caught up with, and I was like, I'm just watching the game. I'm off the loop. I'm watching basketball. But there's a whole backstory to some shit. Like, one time, I'm not gonna drop the names, but y'all can look this up.
Yeah.
There's a shorty who was hooping on one team. Well, let's go back to when she got drafted, because that's where the real drama starts. It's some drama like that with some lore to it. It's crazy. So shorty gets drafted, and she's been dating this shorty that she knew in her college when they was hooping together. They was both hooping together in college. They was like, oh, you cute. Oh, you cute. Well, you gay? Yeah, I'm gay too. Okay, let's be gay together. So they're together. Boom, love that. Cute on the court. They match the shoes. Real lovey-dovey. It's amazing. It's a beautiful experience. It's like love and basketball, but happy ending. They both make the league. Yeah, it's like two women. They both make the league. Crazy. So they both make the league. Good times. Then, you know, during the off season, we look at the profiles. Photos disappearing. What? Trouble in paradise. And they're now on two different teams. Oh, so everybody's confused. Like, what's going on? One of the shorties is liking tweets talking about, oh, I can't wait. I miss my ex so bad that I'm liking tweets. Other shorties like, damn right, you better. And it's like, everybody's like, what's going on? Then they play each other. Not only they're playing each other, and there's another great player in the game. So everybody's focused on the other player, but there's love on the court. So they start beefing with another girl who fouls one of the ex-girlfriend. Then the ex-girlfriend, the other girl, stops the fight, separates them, and says, back up off my girl, basically. But they're not together anymore, or so we thought, because we looked down, they still match his shoes. So much drama, bro. It's amazing. I gotta tap in, bro. I had to pull up to the next one. I'm not gonna be left out of the drama ever again, bro. It's never gonna happen. And it's dope. It's dope to see women, you know, living a dream, professional basketball. Because I never got to live that dream, man. Personally, you know, it's alright. I'm over it now. You feel me? Like, I'm cool. I'm not emotional about it no more. Like, we don't cry or nothing. Like, it's alright, bro. Like, they did it. They got it. But speaking of the league, bro, it's fun. I realized a long time ago that I wasn't gonna make the league. Oh, hello. You got somebody walking in? Come on in. So yeah, I feel like I feel like one of the things that I had to come to terms with really quick is like that I would never be 6 foot. I feel like that one really hurt my emotions, you know, not making 6 foot. And apparently now you can change that. You can go get the leg surgery, the knee BL as they call it. The knee BL is live, bro. It's pretty dope. You can go from wherever you're at to, I guess, 6 foot or close to it. And but the only downside is I looked it up. You know, after the whole recovery of being 6 foot and whatnot, you still can't like run or nothing. You can't even take advantage of being 6 foot. Like, what the fuck am I gonna be at the grocery store every day just helping people get shit off the top shelf? Like, what am I gonna do at 6 foot that I can't do now? It truthfully doesn't make sense. Man. Wish I had more to work on. I really don't have much work. I just came to just be in the vibe of comedy today. Are you going up?
Yes, yes.
Alright, you want me to bring her up? Or you want to bring her up?
Okay.
Alright, Sam's gonna bring her up. Alright, Sam, you come back to the stage. It's warm, and you guys know I don't like being warm, so I'm warm.
Is
I'm
it
sit
warm
down.
right now?
It is.
Shit, sorry.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Please keep your hands clapping for Anya, everybody. I am so excited to bring up this next comedian. I've only gotten to see her a couple times, but I will never forget it. Please clap for Rachel Levy, everybody! Woo.
Of course, she didn't tell you why she didn't. Oh. Hello. Woo! Very nice. Anyway, I came from Koreatown to here. It took me much longer than I thought, and there was no traffic. I'm not a very good driver. I taught comedy traffic school because that's what not very good drivers do. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a car. My father was a lawyer, Jewish lawyer, no car, no money. Dad, how come you don't have any clients? Is that why you have no money? And he said, why don't we have a car? Well, I drove a Jeep in the Army. I had the experience. I'm telling you, I said, Dad, I'm having problems beating a guy. He said, so why don't you try women? I said, Dad. He said, well, it'll work for me. I think I've had enough rejection from one sex. I'm not starting all over again with another one. I don't know. Anyway, I was going to do something, but I don't know what I'm going to do because it's so intimate. I don't mind intimacy with comedy, though. A lot of people, I think it's good because I'm not very, what would you say, adept. And I've been doing this a long time. My aunt was a stand-up comic, and my other aunt was a cross between Betty Davis and Betty Boop. She was insane, and she drove me crazy, and she started writing monologues for me at the age of 4. You figured I would be a big star by now, but I don't know. I think I'm going to be a big star in the sky because my death will probably come before my stardom. But that happens. That does happen. So my first monologue was called No Hope. Can you imagine writing a monologue for a 4-year-old that said no hope? I can't decide whether to say it or not. I had a little teddy bear. His name was Tim. He put him in the bathtub to teach him how to swim. He drank up all the water and ate up all the soap. And when I called the doctor said, no hope. This was the beginning of my illustrious career. No hope. Now that I'm approaching the last phase of my, what would you say, life, I don't want to talk about it. People don't want to talk about that. And then you don't talk about that, and they're gone. They're they dead. I can't even say the word because it's sad when you outlive a lot of people. But then again, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And then they tell me I went to have a COVID test because when I travel, a couple of times I went to travel. I was going to go to Las Vegas last year, and I tested. I had COVID. I was going to go to San Diego for a funeral, which I often do, and I had COVID. So I went and I had COVID. They said that I had rapid heartbeat. Of course I have rapid heartbeat. I have a fucked up life. Why would you don't? Do we not say that?
No, say it.
Okay. Is it fucked up, or do we not say that the life is fucked up? Because that's really negative. It's very negative, and
And anyway, so I don't believe it. I mean, it may be true that I have a rapid heartbeat, but you know, I still get excited. I think that's a wonderful thing. I didn't know what to do because I wanted to have a sex life again, and it's been a while. So I asked my doctor, and I thought he would say, use this medicine, use this cream, blah, blah, blah. He said, if you want to get pleasure, you first must pleasure yourself and get the juices flowing. I really didn't want to tell that story, but I have a feeling this kind of a group, you just say what's on your mind. Right? And that's what I like, to say what's on my mind. And I don't know, I came to LA to get away from my problems. Sure enough, they caught an earlier flight. Yeah, sure. No, I actually came out here on a hippie bus. You can tell I'm still a little hippie. Right out of Woodstock. Do you people know Woodstock? Some people know it. Some people think Woodstock is the be-all and end-all. Other people say, Woodstock? You mean the little bird? Is it the dog with Charlie? Charlie, not Charlie Chaplin, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. I live in the past, and it's lonely. And they said today that loneliness equals drinking 6 beers a day, something like that. Anybody hear that today? They said that loneliness is bad, and you have to go to the doctor for them to tell you whether you are lonely or not. Now, if you're going to the doctor because you have no friends, you are lonely. You're desperate. Isn't that word desperate something? Desperate. And I think we as a country are desperate. I don't think we have to worry about our individual problems. We now have a whole country to be desperate with. So this crazy world that took 6 days to make. See what happens when you're in a hurry? 6 days to put a universe together. God, what were you thinking about? A little Prozac, a little lithium. Kick back and look at your accomplishments. Are we suffering from premature creation? Something to think about. But, so I came out here on a hippie bus. People say, did I do drugs? Did I do drugs? Who didn't do drugs? Especially at Woodstock. Everybody was doing drugs. And I did acid once, too often. And, you know, a lot of nudity. There was a lot of nudity as well as drugs. And I particularly didn't like, what do you call those nude gatherings? Orgies. That's how far removed I am. I didn't particularly care for orgies. Just smelly. But I liked being close to the orgy, and I could hear the and I'd get off. Uneasy. Yeah. But I'm not that easy. So anyway, I traveled around with this bus. And I did have one bad trip. I don't mean trip, you know, do they still say trip for acid? Or do they do acid? Do they do acid? That's how I feel separate from society. I do, because the older you get, you outlive people. That is amazing. But you probably all have outlived somebody. You know, and it's desperation time. Would you be my friend? So many of mine are dead. I wish I was kidding. But I traveled around. I had one bad trip, and we were supposed to go to New York. So we were going to be on the road for like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something. Because usually I believe that drugs are for taste testing, not for a lifestyle. So I would take a little taste and wait an hour. Oh, okay, I can take some more. But I'm supposed to be gone for 3 weeks, so I was ready to just and the engine on the bus blows up in San Bernardino. So we hadn't gotten very far, and the police were coming, and the driver, who happened to be of the black persuasion. That's an interesting way of putting it. on his driver's license, it said, "Fuck you, police." This was not good. Or maybe it said, "Fuck you, America," but I don't remember. Anyway, I felt my mind was leaving my body and going over to the San Bernardino Mountains. However, my body was staying with the friends in the bus. This is a big stretch. Anyway, you know what brought me down was booze and talking. And anyway, I really wanted to do something new.
You got 2 minutes.
I know. That's why I'm trying to rush to get the new stuff I want to get. I mostly talk off the top of my head. I think you can tell that. And also, what's hard to do to be a comic is when one side of your personality is very quiet and withdrawn, and the other side is, So it's easier to be an actor, because I was an actor at first. It's easier to be an actor. No, it's not easy to be an actor. You've got to be, you've got to be in the right time, in the right place, the right look, the right figure. And I was in the right time, in the right place, but I matched what's happening today, and now it's too late. Too late. But maybe not. Maybe I will live so long, people will say, "What the fuck? Why is she still around?" And looking so young. But anyway, they call, what I'm trying, I have a campaign to get rid of the word elderly. Get rid of it. Elder is fabulous. Elderly is fucked. There is one good thing about getting older. You're not dead. I think I talked enough about this. I'm going to wind up with why I didn't talk about. A lot of people didn't know that I was at Woodstock, because when I came out here, everybody associated hippies with Charles Manson. Now, we look like the Charles Manson family. But the reason they were so awful is because you could look in their eyes, you could just see devil. You looked in our eyes, and you could see peace, love, good hashish. Oh, shorty boom boom to the Maharish. We were all into that old drug trap, what I wouldn't give for a good flashback. I think I may have had one. Thank you very much.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at 512 South Hope Park in Koreatown. I actually have some flyers. Can I give out my flyers?
Please. I'll wrap up the show. Or you want to do it right now? Yeah.
Okay. I need to. I'm not walking that well these days.
Yeah, no worries.
But I didn't walk that well when I was a kid, so things change. Oh, I do want to get my.
Okay.
I left my flyers in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the live stream.
Okay.
Okay, how's everybody feeling? Was that a great night or what? Please clap it up one more time for the fantastic Rachel Levy, everybody.
S. Rachel Levy.
S. Rachel Levy.
I'm going to get my flyers.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming tonight. I do want to make a small announcement. We were working with this app called Thumbs Up. And all of you should be posting already that you're doing stand-up. You want your friends to see, you want your family to see, you want bookers to see. But now, with Thumbs Up, if you post the day that you were here inside at School of Comedy, you can get paid $10 just to post what you were already going to post. So we all know how far $10 can get you. Speaking of $10, if you owe me $10, give it to me at the end of the night. I love you guys, and please give it up for Jackie, first time producing tonight. I think she killed it, or what? Cece Trezza in the house. Please give it up for Cece. I'm Sam, and we're done. You want? Yeah, let's get it out of here. Hold on. You got it. Period. Done. Period.